Remember, we fight for what's right because it's time to go right.
This is not left versus right. This is right versus wrong. From the county line to the Constitution. This is Go Right with Peter Boykin. Big money talks, loud crowds shout, but power moves where the lights go out. Courtrooms, counties, lines on the map. That's where freedom holds or starts to crack. They sell the noise, they sell the fight, but real decisions don't trend overnight. From the bench to the ballot, from the town to the state, miss one race, it's already too late. Go right, not the easy way. Go right, where the people stay. From the local vote to the rule of law, this is how a republic stands tall. Go right, when the donors fade. Go right, when the call is made. This is your voice, this is your fight. Go right with Peter Boykin tonight. Starts local, stays constitutional. Go right.
When did winning locally stop mattering and fundraising become the whole point? Welcome to hashtag Go Right with Peter Boykin. This is my commentary, and I am the host, Peter Boykin. You can check out more with the article on GoRightNews.com and GoRightNC.com. So somewhere along the way, politics lost its grounding. It stopped being about neighbors and communities and started being about donor lists, consultants, and who can raise the most money the fastest. North Carolina is watching that transformation happen in real time, and if voters are not careful, they are going to wake up governed by people they never really chose. North Carolina is seeing the consequences in real time. Crowded primaries where money speaks louder than ideas, internal battles that sideline faithful public servants, judicial races ignored the courts, strike down laws voters supported, and local elections treated like background noise while national figures dominate the stage. Everyone wants to talk about the U.S. Senate race. 6 Republican candidates, big names, big money, big endorsements. And yes, that race does matter. North Carolina matters nationally. An open Senate seat in a battleground state is not small stuff. But here is the hard truth. You can win the Senate race and still lose the state. Because power does not live in one office. It lives in layers. It lives in county commissioners that decide zoning and development. It lives in school boards that shape the culture of education long before state lawmakers ever touch it. It lives in district attorneys and sheriffs who decide how laws are enforced. And it lives in courtrooms where judges can slow, block, or reshape legislation long after voters thought the issue was settled. That is where North Carolina has been bleeding influence. Not because voters chose wrong, but because too many stopped choosing at all. Look at what's happening in counties like Alamance. Alamance sits between blue strongholds like Durham and Greensboro. It is growing. It is becoming suburban. That makes it a political pressure point. Growth begins and brings opportunity, but it also brings outside influence, outside money, and outside agendas. People have said that about the race in Graham, that there was a lot of outside money for the Graham mayor. If counties like Alamance drift, the entire state drifts. This is how it happens. Voters focus on the top of the ballot and ignore the rest. Turnout drops in local races. Extremes on both ends show up consistently, while the middle stays at home. Outside groups step in with money and messaging. Slowly, a county loses its balance without ever voting to lose it. Folks, that outside influence can also happen within a party, where people are appointed in positions where it happened to come open. Positions that legally, by standards, can be replaced by a local party. People could be put in positions without a vote ever being cast for them. And then they can be put into positions that are even higher that influence a lot of things that go on in this county. That's why voting actually matters. A constitutional republic only works when citizens demand more than slogans. Leadership is not proven by endorsements alone. It is proven by accountability, restraint, and the willingness to serve even when no spotlight is shining. Being politically purple does not mean surrendering principles. It means governing with restraint. It means understanding that a constitutional republic works best when leadership is steady, practical, and rooted in liberty rather than ideology. Alamance does not need to become Durham. They don't need to become Greensboro. It does not need to become a reactionary caricature either. It needs leaders who understand growth without abandoning the Constitution. This is why our local elections are not sideshows. They are the guardrails. The same blindness shows up in judicial races. Voters complain when courts block voter ID laws or stall legislation they supported. But many skip the very races that put those judges on the bench. Courts are meant to slow bad laws, not veto good ones based on partisan preference. And when judicial races are ignored, power shifts quietly and permanently. Do you even know your local judges? Then there's the internal damage we do to ourselves. Mark Walker is a perfect example. He has been a man of faith, a very nice man who I've met multiple times, always super friendly. He's a man of faith, and I'll tell you, a man of faith who is honest to people. He's a man who served, a man who was appointed by President Trump to a federal position, and a faith position to help others across the whole United States and the world, people who are in prison for practicing their religious faith. An important position that Mark Walker should absolutely have. But where is he now? Stuck, delayed, hung up in Senate politics and internal maneuvering. Regardless of who is at fault, the message is clear. Loyalty is conditional, service is expendable, and infighting matters more than stewardship, unfortunately. And that kind of behavior does not just hurt one man like Mark Walker. It discourages the next good person from stepping forward. It tells voters that the system rewards ambition more than integrity. And it weakens the very coalition needed to win elections and govern afterwards. Endorsements and rallies get attention. There's a rally with Trump going on in Rocky Mountain. By the time you probably listen to this, it probably already happened. It's going to draw crowds and headlines. It already has. It will shape narratives. It will signal alliances. And that is all part of modern politics. But rallies do not govern counties. Endorsements do not write zoning codes. And national figures do not sit in local courtrooms. Your county commissioners do. Your judges do. Your school boards do. If Republicans want to win in North Carolina, they cannot afford to eat their own, ignore local races, or confuse fundraising success with public trust. Counties like Alamance show the path forward, balanced, constitutional, firm without being extreme. If Republicans want to win in North Carolina, they cannot treat local races as filler. If conservatives want to protect liberty, they cannot outsource attention to national personalities while ignoring who actually wields power here at home. Winning is not about fundraising totals. It is not about who raised the most money at the last dinner. It is about building leadership from the ground up that can withstand growth without losing identity. North Carolina does not need extremism from the left or the right. It needs constitutional leadership that understands restraint, accountability, and service. Counties like Alamance are where that fight is won or lost. The question facing voters is not left versus right or stays red versus blue. It is service versus self-interest, leadership versus ambition, citizens versus donors. A constitutional republic only works when people show up, not just for the loud races, but for the quiet ones that shape daily life. North Carolina still has a choice. The only question is whether voters will use it. The real question is whether citizens stay engaged or surrender control to donors, insiders, and extremes by default. Because if voters want a future that still feels like North Carolina, they need to start acting like every race matters. Because it does. I've got one more thing. I know this is overtime. Voting for America means knowing where to go right. Voting is not a performance. It is not a hashtag. It is not something you outsource to donors, consultants, or national personalities. In a constitutional republic, voting is how citizens take responsibility for the direction of their country, their state, their county, and their community. When we say go right, we're not talking about blind partisanship. We're talking about going in the right direction, towards constitutional principles, towards individual liberty, towards accountability instead of ambition, towards leadership that serves communities rather than exploiting them. Going right means understanding that America is built from the ground up, not the top down. It means caring as much about county commissioners and judges as you do about senators and presidents. It means protecting growing counties like Alamance from being pulled apart by extremism while ensuring they remain rooted in the values that made them strong in the first place. Voting for America means voting with intention. It means paying attention to every race on the ballot. It means choosing leaders who will still stand up for the Constitution when the cameras are off and the donors are not in the room. If citizens want a future that still feels like America, they cannot sit out the quiet races and complain later about the loud consequences. The direction of North Carolina and the direction of the county will be decided locally, county by county, courtroom by courtroom, election by election. This is not about left versus right. It is about right versus wrong, about whether we govern by principle or by profit. And if you believe in the Constitution, in your community, and the leadership that puts citizens first, then you already know where to go. Go right. Folks, thanks for tuning in. Please share this video to every group you can and everywhere you can. You can follow and support GoRightNews.com and GoRightNC.com. You can follow on Rumble at GoRightNews, Spreaker, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, YouTube, Gab, Truth Social, TikTok, Facebook, X, Parler, and everywhere else. Thank you for tuning in. God bless everybody.
We spoke up.
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 They can't drown us out.
We spoke up.
They can't drown us out.
They can't drown us out.
We spoke up. We spoke
We
up.
spoke up.
We 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 spoke up. They can't drown us out.
We spoke up.
They can't drown us out.
We spoke up.
We go right.
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 We go right. We go right.
We go right.
We go right.
We go right.
We go right.
We go right.
Signs on the highway, red, white, and blue. Everybody's screaming what the nation should do. Big money talking, shaking every hand, while the quiet decisions getting made in the land. 6 names on a ballot, same old pitch. Shake a few donors, scratch the right itch. But the roads get paved where the cameras never go, and power grows roots where the voters don't know. They tell you change comes from a stage and a crowd, but it's written in rooms that aren't speaking out loud. Go right starts at home, not just the fight on the screen. It's the towns in the middle where the lines stay unseen. From the court to the county, from the school to the street. Go right is the choice when the Constitution speaks. It ain't left versus right, it's wrong versus true. It's what you protect when the pressure's on you. Go right starts at home, when the noise fades away, when America's future gets decided local day by day. Courts hit the brakes on the will of the vote. Words get twisted while the law gets wrote. Judges in robes with a parson stare, deciding your rights while you weren't aware. A faithful man waiting, stuck in the frame. Service on pause in a political game. Backroom knives with a quiet delay. That's how good people get pushed away. They call it strategy, call it control, but you lose the country when you lose the soul. Go right starts at home, not just who wins the seat. It's the sheriff, the judge, who decides what's enforced on the street. From Alamance roads to the edge of the town, go right is the stand that won't bow to the crown. It ain't red versus blue, it's power versus you. It's the line in the sand when the Constitution's due. Go right starts at home, when the spotlight is gone, when the future gets shaped before the next song comes on. You can sail the flag, sail the crowd, sail the lie, but you can't buy trust when the people ask why. Purple don't mean weak, it means holding the line. Middle to right, steady spine. Counties decide what the state will be. Courtrooms decide what the people see. Miss one race and the balance tips. That's how freedom slows